Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please do me a favor. Go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you know whenever I post a video. So, SAGAFTRA. This was a DM to Kaiser from Celebrity. And it asked, why hasn't Duchess Meghan said anything about the SAG-AFTRA strike? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. Now, this was published on July 28, 2023. I want to say that I had been meaning to make some stuff about the SAG-AFTRA stuff for a while, but I just kept, I had more questions. I really couldn't even understand it myself. I felt like I needed more information, in other words. And actually, I looked at the Roland Martin channel. There was an interview with an actress herself, an African-American woman, beautiful, intelligent soul. And she shed a lot of light on it that I really didn't understand. A lot of it is focused around streaming. You know, we are so excited about this, this luxury that we have that is streaming. But in the end, it really hurts the actors. And in some cases, these streaming platforms can own the actors' image for so long, but they don't get any proceeds really from it, and some actors have even asked their followers to buy DVDs of their stuff. Like, this is serious. Anyway, so let's read this. It says, almost all of the newspapers and tabloids in the UK are right-wing, Tory-aligned, anti-woke, pro-racism, pro-misogyny, and anti-union. Pause there. Okay, so you guys know, we said this Kaiser is a white woman. She's a white woman. I thought for the longest that Kaiser was a black woman. If you go to other social media platforms, people are hating on Kaiser. They hate her. They hate her. Basically, anyone who sticks up for the Sussexes and anyone who points out the corrupt UK tabloid media, they hate it. But it's all under the guise of, she's not nice to Kate Middleton, she's not nice to the Waleses, etc., etc. So, because of this job, I read a lot of British coverage. And let me tell you, the British media has no idea, this is Kaiser and I mean, the British media has no idea what to say or write about the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. That doesn't surprise me. They would normally take a hard line against strikes and all unions corrupt, but I get the feeling that they're treading lightly, especially because many reporters have been trying to infiltrate American media anyway. This is so true. How many times have I said, you guys, it seems like there's plants going around. There are scandals brewing within the British acting community, especially among equity actors, otherwise, people of color, who cannot strike in sympathy with their American sister union because of Britain's extremely anti-strike laws. Why are you going to have anti-strike laws if you are really advocating for people's rights? If the strikes keep going throughout the fall, these British papers are going to have to take a side at some point, and it won't be pretty. For now, though, they are cautiously trying out a line of attack. You see, they've heard of one American actress, someone named Meghan Markle. Let's make the strike all about Meghan, from Ephraim Hardcastle's column. Okay, so before we read whatever rancid piece of this column is, and Meghan's always an easy target for the corrupt tabloid British media. That doesn't surprise us anymore. And so this one is also related to acting. So obviously, oh my God, perfect opportunity to drag Meghan through the mud. But I also want to note that, we talked about Black Mirror. I really didn't like Black Mirror. The new season. The past seasons were great. There was just something about this season. It was too dark. It was too depressing. And I do know that it is a British show, so I don't know. I just think the energy in Britain right now is not great. And as I've said in other videos, pertaining the Western world in general, but also in the Eastern world, you saw that Africa, Russia summit. Like, literally, it's happening all over, where people who are power hungry and greedy want to maintain some sort of dominant group and dominate over another, all under the guise of philanthropy and politics. But we basically know what it is. It comes back to the same thing. You cannot have a nation that has people of all colors, all genders, and you're only giving 90% or 99% of the wealth to this 1% of the population. It just does not sustain itself. So I feel like the streaming world, it was like, we used to actually sit down and watch the TV. We used to actually sit and watch, at least I live in Europe, but I grew up in America. WB, there would be movies that would just come on almost every weekend, like Something's Gotta Give, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up. There were some movies that you saw so many times just because it came on TV so many times, right? We used to actually purchase VHSs and DVDs and soundtracks, Literally, these moguls saw streaming and they said, oh my goodness, we don't have to pay these little footmen ever again. We'll get rich and they get nothing. So, moderation, streaming isn't bad in and of itself, but everything has to have an ebb and flow. Everything needs to have a balance. We cannot keep lining the pockets of these rich billionaires and forgetting that the average person, people, citizens have rights. And they have rights to earn a healthy living, have a healthy life. Some of these actors can't even pay for childcare. You would think that they were just working down at the post office. So, Ephraim Hardcastle's column reads, former soap star, former soap star. That right there is just another way to diminish her. Former soap star. Why didn't you just say actor? That would be the correct term. She's an actor. You could also add lifestylist. There's many things in there. Humanitarian. Former. Success Squad. Okay. Former soap star, the Duchess of Sussex, remains uncharacteristically mute while her fellow striking lovies man the Hollywood picket lines. So that right there is already attacking her character, basically saying you have all these little people in comparison to Miss Meghan, and they're out here striking while she's sitting on her butt eating bonbons. That's basically what it's saying. Meghan was once a proud member of the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, who are now downing scripts over pay and use of AI. In her Oprah interview, she described union membership as something she sorely missed when turning royal, telling the palace's HR department, I just really need help because in my old job there was a union and they would protect me. So again, right there, I don't know if this is a plant, I don't know what it is, but they're smearing her to try and spread some information about what's actually happening with SAG-AFTRA, which is what I just explained to you just before. Did I have to, throw Meghan under the bus to explain to you why actors are striking? No, I didn't, but apparently the British media needs to. SAG-AFTRA tweeted mid-interview, we are still here for you, Meghan. Everyone deserves the protection of a union. Well, at least they have some scruples. Placard-wise, Meghan, couldn't Harry take dictation? Of course, this is from the Daily Fail. So frustrating. I feel like we as squatties, we really try to take the high road, but it can get so frustrating, these derangers. So, Kaiser goes on to say, I have no idea if Meghan is, and I love Kaiser because she's truly a foot soldier. It's like, thank goodness there are people out here who are not afraid to speak up. I'm so glad she hasn't been silenced. I have no idea if Meghan is still a member of SAG-AFTRA, considering her last acting job was in 2017-18. I forget her last episodes of Suits, when her last episodes of Suits aired. Now, she's had credits since then, narration and documentaries and the Netflix docuseries, so I don't know. I feel quite certain that Meghan is getting screwed out of a lot of her residuals for Suits, but that's another conversation. That is very, very true. But at the same time, I feel like Meghan doesn't like to ruffle too many feathers. at this time, because I just feel like they have been dragged under the bus so much, that I feel like they try to they try to choose their battles very, very carefully. So it goes on to say, even if she's not still in the SAG union, you know she supports the strike and she supports her union. This is the male's ham-fisted way of baiting her into publicity supporting the strike, so they can attack her and her 100 million Netflix contracts and her 11,000 Montecito bathrooms. I just realized that now. Like, she's making fun. Okay, they don't have 11,000. That's not even a number. 11,000 bathrooms. When really SAG-AFTRA has not asked their most famous union members and strike supporters to join the demonstrations yet. You know, I would be really interested to hear what Hugh Grant would have to say about this. So it says, if the strike is still happening in October, November, I suspect that that's when we'll see Meryl, Leo, Bennifer, Hanks, Viola, Denzel, and Meghan come out and say enough is enough. AMPTP needs to come to the table and make a deal. Ooh, she's putting Meghan up there with Meryl and Denzel, honey. Woo! Okay. Something else to keep our eye on is the promotion for Hearts of Invictus, which will come out soon. Yes. Will Harry do any promotions? Will Meghan still be protecting her peace and staying out of sight? And they have some pictures of her. She just looks absolutely beautiful here too, I must say. Anyway, let's talk about this. So, I do think that Meghan is protecting her peace. You know, she's been quite silent, but I think she's just doing that to protect her peace. I think we also are seeing those little things, those little pieces of her beautiful, you know, flamboyant personality peeking out. Her playlist with Otis Redding, you know, going to the flower shop, or was it her or Doria? Was it Doria who went to the flower shop? Anyway, we see it, you know, we see it, and so I think that needs to be enough for some people. They shouldn't be trying to, you know, rope Meghan out into making a fool of herself, or even just going about her daily life, going about her own dang on life, but a still opportunity for plants or the UK media to take photos and videos and stuff like that. I think people should just let her live her life. I don't know. But you guys let me know what you think. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. When you hit subscribe, hit the bell so that you know whenever I post a video, it really helps out my little channel. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.